I had a head of broccoli in the fridge and I knew at this point I wanted to roast it, but wasn't really sure what I was going to do past that. I broke it down into big wedges to give me loads of options and a longer cooking time in the oven that I could use to dream something up. At this point I kept things pretty neutral with salt and pepper to keep my possibilities open. I was playing around with the leftover stalk, thinking about how I could use it at this point, mindlessly chopping it into strips. This reminded me of how I might prep ginger, which I knew would work really well with broccoli in an East Asian context. At this point I was thinking about a roasted broccoli stir fry. I sliced up a load of ginger in preparation as I wanted a bit of heat, and some chives too as I didn't have spring onions but wanted that green onion hit. To take the broccoli in an East Asian direction, I drizzled over soy sauce and got it back into the oven to glaze and intensify. I fried off the aromatics in a bit of oil to get them going, then clocked a jar of beans, which are really just a neutral flavour base. I pivoted at this point from a stir fry that the broccoli could be in to a Chinese inspired bean stew that the broccoli could sit on. I added all my chives at this point, using them almost like a vegetable to add balance, texture and loads of flavour. A bit like how leeks are sometimes used. Next, tahini went in to add a creaminess and a sesame-based nod to Chinese cuisine. Everything was starting to come together in a really nice way. For crunch, I tipped some oil from a jar of chili oil into a small pan, then fried panko until crisp and very spicy. Frying panko in flavoured oils like this is a really easy way to up flavour without it spending too much more effort. The soy sauce went a little bit too far in the oven at this point, so I deglazed with a bit of water and got the tray back into the oven to finish glazing. This actually turned out to work really well. It made everything taste super toasty. I spooned the stew into bowls, topped with the broccoli, scattered over the vibrant crumb and chowed down. Familiar textures came together really nicely with some East Asian flavours here, and I was super happy with how it turned out.